soleo, lo if bismir, monum ultrum thanocolo utocrain! This is too dangerous. Need to find another way.
The rift gate! Something's coming through!
Inquisitor Creed. Devil's Crossing was attacked.
Take it easy, John. What's happened?
Some new kind of Aetherial. Just smashed right through our defenses. We need reinforcements. We're in bad shape.
I'll send help, but I can't spare much. We're equally pressed here. The loss of Ulgrim to the Void may be more serious than you realize.
Ulgrim is dead, Creed. You must know that. My people need help now. We won't survive another attack.
John,
It came from Malmouth. That thing that attacked Devil's Crossing. I escaped the city with a small group 2 weeks ago. Most died crossing the burning fields. My father was pulled into the bog by cannibals. I had to leave him. I was the only one who made it to Devil's Crossing. Malmouth has been a living nightmare since the Grim Dawn. I was part of the resistance there, if you can call it that. The Aetherials toyed with us, as if we ever had a chance. They let us fight on because they needed us. Needed our bodies for the grotesque things they make deep beneath the city. You think you're safe here, behind your stone walls. But those things from Malmouth will keep coming, and they will find you. And no fortress will ever be able to save you.
A chilling tale, indeed. In our fight against the Chthonians, we've overlooked a growing ethereal threat. We must find Ulgrim. But maybe we can aid Malmouth at the same time. You've already done a great deal, but we must ask for your help once again. We need you to strike at the heart of the ethereal invasion, far to the east, in the ruined city of Malmouth.
Welcome back to Grim Dawn, Ashes of Malmouth. Now, as you can see from the cutscene, Devil's Crossing ain't doing so well. Beerman ain't doing so well either. Hey, Beerman! What's up? I just killed the algorithm. But, in doing so, don't mind this. Let me just deposit this, trash I collected through minor adventures real quick. So, real quick, I'm not even gonna pay it heed. Nothing important. None of it's gonna be important momentarily. Oh, wait. I could use that. Yeah, sometimes you come across, random blueprints when you come across random, what you call it, totems. But, yeah. In order to actually, beat Ligorian, I think it kind of helped. I just sunk random points into Fire Strike, and I've gotten a little bit more. So, I'm looking to, get those fixed up. And Sedina's the only, one I know who can fix the, points around. Sedina! Help! Sedina? Uh-oh. Ooh, yeah. This place has seen better days. Wish could have kicked its ass. Maybe even tried a bite. Not yet. Not you. Uh-oh. Damn it.
Gods know what your plans are, Taken, but I can't deny what you've done up at the necropolis. If you had burnt in the pile with all the rest, well...
Of course you survived, Jarvis. Of course it was you who survived, not somebody who could actually prove useful. Okay, I'm gonna have to get myself a new sorceress, and for that, See if I remember how to do this. We pointed this out way earlier. Not down here. Actually, maybe down here. I'm pretty close. Just don't mind me, just doing a little walk through the snow. Wow, these guys are low level.
I can't do that yet.
I'm not even going to dignify them with a time of day, unless they're a totem. Or in my way. That's where we're going next. We're gonna have brand new things in our way. Now that's still gonna happen, though. Stop it. Okay. Let's go detour fishing. And... ha-ha! Corrupted Peaks. Never seen that affix before. Now, how to get around there? Aha! Puppers! And a Baconator! Think around here. Finally! The Aetherials have barred the way to the north from Burwich, likely to stop anyone attempting to flee the carnage. It would take some kind of powerful arcane ritual to dispel it. Okay. Wait a second. Do I actually have to trigger something? I'm awesome at this game. I think I have to trigger something.
Good, you're back.
Yo.
I struggle to admit this, but I must abandon my efforts at opening a rift to reach Ugdenbog. For all I've learned in battling the occult, I'm no warlock. During my last attempt, I nearly lost control of the ritual when something tried to breach my portal from the other side. This is too dangerous to continue. To make matters worse, Captain Bourbon has just arrived with a girl named Amala, bearing dire news from the east. While we struggled here to stop the Chthonians from unleashing terror and madness upon the world, the Aetherials have been far from idle. Everything they had done in this region is merely a sample of what is to come, if what Amala says is true. As much as it pains me to say this, our plans to rescue Ugdenbog are secondary to this rising threat in the fallen city of Malmouth. The passage north from Burwich is quickly closing as the Aether Fire consumes everything. But perhaps we can accomplish both goals at once.
Yeah. Did you have anything in mind to knock out those giant green crystals?
You see, the Luminari have long been aware of a coven of witches hiding out to the north of Burwich, using the treacherous territory to deter pursuers. The witches will know the lay of the land and should be aware of any paths that remain through the Aether Fire. And I have hopes that they will be able to do what I could not. Reveal where the Loghorian has taken Ugdenbog. I would go myself, but I doubt the arrival of a high-ranking Inquisitor will be looked upon kindly within their circle, and I am needed in Devil's Crossing. I know that you have suffered much already in the defense of humanity, but you are the only one I can trust with this. Take my pendant and travel north from the Burwich estates. A barrier of Aether Fire will stand in your way, but the pendant will make short work of it. Head north through Gloomwald until you've reached the edges of Ugdenbog, where I believe the Coven has made their home. You cannot arrive empty-handed, or they may well burn any memory of discovering their location right out of your mind. I recommend you hunt down a creature known as Caraxus Fowl, the Scourge of Ugdenbog. I imagine it has grown quite large over the years, preying on unwary travelers making their way through Gloomwald. Find the beast within its waterside lair at Gloomwald, and bring its heart to the Covenant. I'm sure they'll find some nefarious use for it. But we must overlook that in light of our situation. Show them this keepsake of Ulgrim's and find us a way to Malmouth. We will be awaiting your signal.
So we're collecting a bunch of really weird allies. We got Kaiman's Chew Toys, and now we got the bitches of Ugdenbog. Okay, Creed's Pendant, blah blah blah, ornate runic center, emanates with power, and Ulgrim's Keepsake. Rather mundane object considering its implications. Inquisitor Creed hopes to use it to home in on Ulgrim's location. Like finding some Eldritch Bloodhound to find it. Eldritch Lassie! Eldritch Lassie, could you find Ulgrim for us? Anyway. Let's not do that walk again if we can avoid it. I got your barrier purging right here. Oh! And a big something right out of the gate. It's no match for my power of flashing. So long as the flash actually lands. Even though I maxed it out, the flash only lands like half the time anyway, so...
That skill's not ready.
Yeah, we got some stuff to kill on the way. Level 57 stuff. What the heck is that? Uh-huh. We'll loop around. What do we got here? Ugdenbog Wretch. All this magic plutonium is about to make me Ugdenbog Wretch. Okay. Ugdenbog bitch. What this? Wendigo howl. That reminds me, I had to clear out that ghoul area. Ritual Scepter of Alacrity, nope. We're training up to become worthy of the greater whoop-ass stick of destiny. I only have one so far, but I hear when I get to level 60, I have a much higher chance of farming it. In the meantime, we'll just kick the crap out of literally everything else. Ugdenbog marked. Uh-huh. Some money in death. He shall purchase cool things, like upgrades to my stash. Okay, anything... Ooh, portal. I like portal. What do we have here? Rovers? Beware, traveler, the lands ahead are as foul as they are deadly. The stench of Wendigo is heavy upon the air. Travel safe. You're a liar. They're not nearly as deadly as they stink. Wendigo, what's up? The vile spirit taints the heart and corrupts the soul. None who have given in to its allure remain human for long. Where are you going? We had thought the way north safer. We are turning back to Whitemire. Yep. So, just travelers. And merchants? Shitty merchants. I don't know. Yeah. I stand by what I said. I've literally never bought a piece of gear in this game. Ever. It's always been either out of my price range or weaker than what I find off dead stuff. So why bother? What the heck? Yeah, well, joke's on you. Fire types are strong to grass types. And Numa types are strong against everything. Bye-bye. Get out of my hair. Da-da-da. And there's some big suckers here. I should try a bite. Come on, stand still. I will sample all the yummies. Are you yummy? Nah, you taste like what the Order of Death's vegans probably eat. Lana doesn't eat veggies, but she will have to go home for bacon. Okay, now what? What the heck? Ghost crabs. She can't even try and eat those. She tries to bite and then they just vanish from reality. Lame jerks. More cooked vegetables. Those must be like briar thorn cousins. Okay. There are more man-eating plants in fiction than there are man-eating people in fiction. Just having to chop my way through the herbs and spices. Maybe you'll make the bacon taste better. Who knows? I doubt it. Anybody tasty? Ah, too prickly.
That skill's not ready.
Oh, you gotta be blind. I got stuff. Opulent robes eagle, and Smuggalana left another ring all over the place. Vitality elemental bleed. Pierce acid elemental? Cunning spirit? Nidala's hidden hand? Stop. I'll probably get better stuff, and I'll look it over between episodes. Now, in folklore, wendigos are those who have eaten other people and gotten a taste for it. I don't do that. I eat animals. Lots and lots of tasty animals. Completely different. I think that's why the cultists tasted so awful. It's because that was actually people blood. Interesting. Maybe it's my Mogdragon instincts that are kicking in. Or, you know, maybe I just have taste. Stop. You cannot stop me from moving. Only I can stop me from moving. Okay, what about... I want to loop around. There's a bunch of uncharted territory to explore. And maybe around one of these twists and turns, I will find... bacon. Bacon? Something's this way. Ugdenbog cannibals? Alright, what do you guys with no taste have? Because I gotta be on the lookout for new devotion shrines. Oh, speaking of which, I found another devotion shrine in an area I wasn't supposed to be in because it was one of those roguelike areas. Don't worry about it. It doesn't make much difference, and I didn't beat the area anyway, so forget about it. Stop. Superior Wendigo Claw of Blood, you don't say. Still sucks. Not even close to as cool as the Bloodlord Thelonus's Vengeance, I want to say? Yeah, Bloodlord Thelonus has a few different things I could farm from him. Mostly knives, but occasionally you can farm Vengeance. I like farming Vengeance, but I'm really not very good at it yet. I don't know what the trick is. I think, from what I've heard, I have to be higher level for Vengeance to drop more reliably. Acapella singers. Lana 1, Leatherface 0. Nane's Stash. What the heck is that, dude? The Gloomwald Stash. I don't know what he's up to, but twice in the last week, I've seen Nane driving a loaded wagon up the North Road past the old mill. Then twice returning with the wagon empty. He must be hiding something up there, and I mean to find out where. If he's made it big, I fully intend to be in on his good fortunes. What a loser. What's down here? Decrepit cellar. Well, I'm a decrepit buyer. Lana will not be eating the wendigos. They're actual people. Not like the ogres. They don't count. They're inbred and don't matter. How to get there? Oh, they'll figure it out. Okay. You got cultists and wendigos. Okay. Something's glowing over here. They shall fall to the whoop-ass sticks of destiny. Soon to be supplanted by even the greater whoop-ass sticks of destiny. Patent pending. Now what's this way? Bonkaroni. Uh-oh. Okay, first death of the run. Don't know how they managed that. Probably by being way over leveled compared to me, somehow. I want to go here. And once again, no safety portal means I die easily. Traveler, it's dangerous up in that direction. Shut up. Okay. Nothing up here. So just gonna hike all the way back up here. I had to find shoes with better movement bonuses, even if I only wear them to hike around. Hey, I do it in real life. Why not? Okay, now where? A tree stump I haven't kicked. And a dude I haven't kicked either. Maybe if I go kick my corpse. Now, what are you guys doing? So we've had people try to kill the non-believer, and now people want to eat the non-believer. Stop trying to do bad things to the non-believer. You're never going to get more believers that way. And somebody's healing these jerks. I must kill them faster than they're healing. Except one of them's got 600,000 hit points. Is it the plant? Nope, but the plant's not helping. Dang it. Okay. It's like, that's not an unheard of amount of hit points, but still. I'm gonna try to lure him over someplace where I can see. Star of Butchery. I see ya. Over here. Thank you. And what the fuck? Aha. This isn't a problem, not yet. I just don't know what it's doing, or how it's killing me, or what it is. Let's see if I can scope out from a distance. Avarice Merrill, level 63. Human. Subtype, douche. What? What the fuck killed me? Huh. Something's not right here. All my resistances are stupidly high, so I don't know what gives.
I can't do that yet.
What the hell? Walking up to it?
The Ravager demands your soul.
Blind. Blind. Keep blinding. Keep dooming. And shit! Am I supposed to do this? Oh well, Lana's too stubborn to stop, so... I got a little bit further. Because if nothing else, the whip-ass Six of Destiny are the ones carrying Lana. Okay.
You will be the worthy sacrifice.
Okay, blind. Okay, I'm getting somewhere now. I think I got it. Eat shit. Okay, what did I get out of that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Stupid. Okay. Nothing I want to look at when I'm being whipped by a plant. No wonder they're not vegetarians, because all the plants want to kill them. Then again, the plants would probably have more protein in them than they do. See, nobody else is massively busting my chops. Uh-huh. Vicious jawbone. I think there are a lot of vicious jawbones around here. A superior Wendigo claw celerity. I'm gonna get a lot of wendigo claws, and they're all gonna be shit, aren't they? Ooh, dynamite case. Stop it! I'm looking at the dynamite case. See, something of alacrity. Well, they still suck.
You dare come here.
Don't mind me. I'm just looking for checks notes. Can't check notes because you're trying to kill me. Buzz off. Okay. Now what? Okay. Anything I can pick up? Anything fun? Nothing fun.
I will devour your heart. You dare come here.
Hey, where are you spitting me out? Where are you spitting me out? That's probably not a great thing to say when around cannibals, but... Oh, lots of cannibals! Crazy cannibals. They need a little cannabis. Okay, and I am hammering buttons until I figure out how to close the map without looking. Okay. Hammering buttons till I remember which one is the map button. Which you wouldn't think I'd forget. Hey. Neat. Stuff I see of protection. Ether, elemental. Boo. Maybe where I got spat out is where I want to go. Or at least it might be the quicker way. And I do not want to be here in the middle of the night. What this way? Oh, they're glowing. Yeah, you're not much of a big deal. I'm gonna leave you in a vegetative state. Get it? And oh, tower. Don't kill me out of nowhere. See, it made the safety portal. That means you can't kill me out of nowhere. See, safety portal always works. Okay. Not a big problem. Venom gaze bile. Hello. Fiends resolve. Acid, chaos, poison. My eyes bounced off. Just because it's legendary doesn't mean it's good. It's an offhand anyway. Whatever. Devotion. As you recall, I was working on the Blind Sage for elemental damage and physical resistance. 30% skill disruption protection. That's neat. Do I want to go this way? Cold Frostburn, Lightning Electrocute, Fire Burn. Yeah, I'm just going to go directly up. And just get that Elemental Seeker. Speaking of going directly up, what's up here? More chances to kick ass. Hey guys, you can't win. I have a safety portal. That's the rule. They really try to send a slith after me. Anything sound interesting? Dirge of Arcovia. Where's a scroll? Because you gotta find the scroll and dump it immediately. It's vitality and elemental resistance. Interesting. Requires player level 60. Oh, now it's daytime. It's morning in Ugdenbog. Da 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 da. I know what it's like to be hungry, guys. Stick with bacon. It's for poor souls like this that Lana really wants them to have bacon. It's like Lana finally found a humanitarian cause she cares about. Get a humanitarian because they eat people. A wendigo claw of blood as opposed to the wendigo claws of soap. And something down here. A dude!
Please, just leave me alone out here.
What? Who are you? Some sort of monster in disguise? No, I beat the shit out of monsters in disguise. Calm down, I'm not gonna hurt you. Stay back, I'm a powerful arcanist. Are you on your own out here? What? No, I mean, yet now I am. What do you care? Don't worry, I'm here to spread the good word of bacon. There was Amala, my daughter. Amala's your daughter? We were attacked by those things. I froze up, she saved me, but not before one of the wretches tore up my leg. I told her to keep going to find safety on her own. I could have probably hobbled along, but truth is, I've had enough of these horrors. I just wanted to curl up here and die. And now my daughter's out there alone. Amala's a tough girl, but I doubt even she made it that far out here. Don't worry, she's still alive. She will also be getting lots and lots of bacon. Amala? Oh, my sweet Amala. She made it to safety then? I thought she was at Fort Icon, but okay. The prison? Well, so long as it's safe, I guess I can die in peace then. I can get you there too. There'll be plenty of bacon for everyone. I promise. No, I can't bear to look her in the eyes. I failed her as her father. I failed to protect her when she needed me. Leave me here. Lana is so sick of his self-pitying bullshit. Anyway. Who is you? Do you have any MI? No, boo, you suck. 2 stars on Yelp. Hello. Blood-soaked scribblings. We left Burwich not more than a week ago. There was something wrong with that place, and there were rumors of strange goings-on around the Krieg residence. You have no friggin' idea. So Fraser had this crazy idea that we should leave north. Oh, Brendan! He said there was a nice town up ahead. He should know. He lived up there less than a year ago. He said passage would be difficult, but we can make it if we stuck together. He couldn't have been more wrong. We weren't out one day out of town when things started going poorly. First, Beatrix came down with a fever. Her skin went pale and her eyes glazed over. That night, she started lashing out at us, shaking, vomiting, and screaming about some creature out in the woods staring back at her. The following day, the same thing happened to Heinrich. With both of them sick, we were forced to travel slowly. Brendan Fraser and I towed them behind us in a makeshift sled, too far from Burwich to turn back, but Brendan Fraser said he knew of an inn that was less than a day's travel ahead, so we continued onward. When we reached the inn, it was abandoned and the air hung heavy with the scent of death, but we were desperate and in need of shelter, so we stayed there nonetheless. That night was when the noises started. Brendan Fraser said he didn't hear none of it, but I could make it out loud and clear. It sounded like an animal growling and moving about just outside the inn. As night wore on, the noise became louder and louder, and I began to question my sanity. Brendan Fraser insisted it was nothing, but I could swear they were right outside. When dawn came, the grim dawn came. I didn't want to move, but Brendan Fraser forced me out of the inn. He said we had to continue or we wouldn't make it to safety. So we began pulling the sled north along the overgrown road. As we moved, I could hear it following us, its footsteps mirroring our own. Beatrix and Heinrich were getting sicker by the minute, and we soon grew tired of hauling the sled. My hands were blistered and my feet bloodied from the rough path. Brendan Fraser said we had to leave them. The sled was just too heavy for us to pull, but that didn't sit right with me. We argued back and forth about their fate, each becoming more and more angered as we continued. That was when Brendan Fraser grabbed his camp hatchet and threatened to kill them right then and there. He said if I wouldn't let them go, he'd just do it for me. I didn't mean for what happened next, but I was scared and the growling sounds bore down on me like a fire in my mind. I shoved him and he stumbled over a root, falling face first into his hatchet, which lodged itself into the right side of his chest. He looked up at me in horror as blood filled his lungs and mouth. That's when I saw it, standing behind Brendan Fraser at the edge of the woods. A massive, hideous figure like a man with the head of a dead animal. I froze for a moment and then bolted down the road. As I ran, I could hear Brendan Fraser's gurgling screams begging me not to leave him. I can still hear them, all three of them, wailing in the darkness like rabbits being eaten by a fox. It's been hours. Why won't they die? Is that thing still out there? Is it taunting me? I can't go on. I can't take it anymore. Somebody's had a bad day. You had a bad day. Take it right down. Sing us that song just to turn it around. I don't know that one that well. Okay. I think we want to go this way. This way? This is a way we can go. And around. Just making sure. Plant! Joke's on you, my poison resistance is kick-ass and has been for a very, very long time. Now, I saw that, what was it? No. Vampiric creeping ring of protection. A ring of protection. You don't say. 6% hello! 6% attack damage converted to health and vitality resistance? Not much else. A lot of defensive ability. Shattering blast. Do I care about that? I'll keep you in mind for later. Resistant ruby necklace of shadows. Doesn't look as good. But, an extra 6% of attack damage converted to health. Hello! I do declare that's pretty interesting. Because that's just what Lana would do. Eat her enemies. It's the power of being Mogrigan's chosen. And despite being Mogrigan's chosen, she still took a swing at him just for fun. What's over here? Let's blow this out. What do we got here? The Gloomwald Stash. Apparently that was a quest. Spoilers of protection. Not much protection if elemental resistance is all you got. Desecrator Treads. for somebody else. Shotgun with 132% physical damage. That's kind of funny. Imperial Spaulders of Tormented Souls with impervious, pierce, and fire resistance on shoulders. Let's just get them all. Now what does it want? You've already cleared this barricade. Well, then why are you still there? Okay, let's go off the beaten path a little bit. Yeah, we need to get it. We need to go to the Sedina store to get a new Sedina, but let's not miss anything along the way. What the hell?
Can't do that yet.
Safety portal. Now you can't kill me. Wrong button. I thought I had the grenade button. It was actually the blade barrier button. That wasn't great. New maneuver. And they all gone? Not quite. Now they all gone. See? Safety portal works again. I didn't die. What do we got going on here? Cannibals with guns? Something down here that I wanted to take a look at. First off, is that a dead end? That is a dead end. Second off, what's this cellar doing? An overgrown cellar. Okay. These wendigos are inspiring me. I think I know what I'm gonna call my truck stop. Wendy's. What do you mean it's taken? I'm taken. Bonkity doo da, bonkity a. You tried to entrap me, but fill it in yourself. Uh-huh. Is that a ethereal totem? Or is that a new kind of totem? Is that an Ashes of Malmouth totem? There's piles of bones here. And a lot of stuff. Bugs. And if this is cleared out enough, it's not. I need a little peace and quiet before I clear that totem, if you don't mind. Hi! Are you guys vulnerable to being blinded? After I'm done with my truck stop, I'm gonna invent laser eye surgery. Okay, I had to pay a little attention there, even using my Mega Potion. Mega Potion. Corpse Flare. I bet that's what they wanted to use on their victims. Chest Guard. Cortosian Chest Guard? Isn't that Star Wars stuff that's immune to lightsabers or whatever? Elemental Burn. Frost Burn. Elemental Resistance. Relentless North. Whatever, I'll figure it out. Malformed Effigy, on the other hand, is an offhand, screw it. Greaves of Wrath. Ether Resistance. And Elemental. And Pierce. And Physical Damage. And probably not going to compensate for the fact that I have, like, what, plus 14% damage on mine. or plus 14% attack speed. I mean, plus 10% attack speed. Okay, it's more compensatable than I thought. Spirit Weaver Circlet. Which is more interesting for the fact that I'm going to get to re-enchant my hat to make it look less stupid. Lana's going to be the queen of this game. The queen of beef jerky. Ether-resistant boots. I don't hate that. Scepter. I hate that. Anything? Not much money, but that's it. Oh, that was a little bit for nothing, but how about another portal? Yay! They're just giving them to me. Just making sure there wasn't anything above it that I had to worry about. It looked like a bridge. Of course it's out. And they're not going to even give me the opportunity to clear it with, like, my 80 dynamite. Yeah, given the amount of damage she can do, she's probably clear it by herself. She's probably more powerful than the dynamite is. You guys need to stop saying, yes, I cannibal. And then, we got the portal for a reason. What's the reason? Kaboom! I told you Lana's more powerful than dynamite. A bigger tree! And you get Ugdenbloom underneath them. Which is apparently a flower. Oh, I get it. You're being cheeky now, game. You're making enemies the same as the things you pick over for XP. Whoops. No. I'll show you how this works. I make the portal, then you can't kill me. You see? It's foolproof. Panetti's Codex of Repetitions. 100 bottles of potion on the wall, 100 bottles of potion. You take one down, pass it around, 99 bottles of potions on the wall. And it keeps going like that. Repetitious indeed. Smashy, smashy. What this way? Is he just gonna connect back around? Yes, but there is, fun things to kill. What? No. I put down the safety portal. That means you can't kill me. Thank you for cooperating. A flamethrower of alacrity? What the? Oh, that's funny. Man, if I were being a proper demolitionist, that would be real cool. But I'm not, so it's not. And what else we got around here? They about to wendigo nuts. They need to wendigo away. Now what? Well, I have meat for your stew, but you're not gonna get it from my ass. If only these poor souls knew the good word of bacon. Then they wouldn't eat other people. Hi. Uh-huh. Up this way, maybe? See, it's not as bad as the blood groves. In the blood groves, you couldn't see shit. Okay. Homestead likes me. They really, really like me. Necklace. Chaos resistance. Boo. Boo earns. They're not gonna give me good resistances. I kinda don't give a crap. Den of Caraxes. Ah ha. Yeah, I get ya. Drop the safety portal so that you can't kill me. Safety portal works every time. Get out of here. Stupid ghost crabs. You're probably not even real. 18 elemental, 26, 18 ether, 26 elemental. Aha. We're starting to finally get to headpieces that don't look as bad as everything that's not a flaming hat. Doom Touch. 12% casting speed. Interesting. If I were a caster, which I'm not, so it's not. Uh-huh. Yeah. I see ya. Don't mind me. Belt of the Undead, you don't say. Ow. Let's clear out the peanut gallery before we attack the thing that matters. Now we can attack the thing. Hey, you killed me despite I put up the safety portal. That's not how this works. Well, nothing that hasn't been a boss has killed me in a while. So I think that still means I'm good at this game. Uh-huh. My buddy! Yeah, I gotta clear out a lot more stuff before I take on the big boss. For some reason, these guys are really resistant to being blinded. I had to rely on my actual potion. Oh, yeah, and by the way, if you haven't seen, I retrained Dreeg's Evil, the devotion ability. I'll show you. I retrained the Guardian's Gaze to fire on the flashbang, meaning nothing is really firing on when I use the ability that I took off the bar. I think what is that ability called? Amarasa's Blade Burst? Yeah, that's not doing anything right now. Not a big deal. I don't think you were it.
My inventory is full.
Bullshit it is. Ah. I still call bullshit, but... Don't mind me. No attacky. Okay. Arraignment of Corrosion. That's a shirt, I believe. So... maybe if... Got it. Oh, that's a janky way around it, but I got a bit more space to play with. And I'm probably not going to get anything terribly fancy from this guy, but let's go find out. Keep blinding him. No, 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 no. You no do that. That's mean. To be fair, I think he is technically a story boss, so... Help to the undead. How about you? Man, that poison hit for a lot. Yep. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. And there it goes. Part of Corex's an aggressive Ugdenbog Girdle of Decay. Vitality... it's an aggressive belt. That doesn't help. Lame. At least money doesn't take up any space. Somehow. Despite the fact that... Yeah, Lana's freaking loaded. I think there was just one death, wasn't it? Oh no. Let's try this again. Safety portal means I don't die. Are you guys going to be a little more cooperative than the last guys? It's like, how are they hitting me with that much poison? I bet my poison maxed forever.
Can't carry anymore.
Ah, crap. Now you really can't carry anything now, huh? Maybe... We need a 3x2 to place here. That'll work. Then... Okay. Not quite. There we go. Getting it done. Damn it. Creed, help! Oh, you're on the other side of the entire ocean. Fine. I think this is probably the closest one.
I can't do that yet.
Got something you need stashed?
Yeah. Drop this. Then... Ulgrim's keepsake is a frying pan. Lana's gonna make a bunch of bacon on it before she gives it back, but then she's gotta wash it. Okay, fine. Let's just indiscriminately drop everything, including the one thing I wanted to save. Dang it. Oh well. One thing about doing it this way is that I don't care. So I don't have to look through anything. I just have to keep around anything that's important, like that. And that said, there are a number of things that the item assistant just vomits right back out because it doesn't understand it. I think it may be a Fangs of Astrakarn thing. Like, it does not like these Gorger rings for some reason. Somehow, its pluses got bigger. I don't know how, but it's interesting. I'm gonna keep it around.
I'll keep an eye on this.
There's also something over here. I'm honored now, so what are you gonna do? Oh, rid of the outcast. Okay. Meaning? Okay, I'm now super friendly with you guys. Da-da-da. Got anything that isn't shit? Decent ether resistance, I'll give you that. There's a bone hunter that you want. Kalis Ra, the bone hunter. I'm not gonna do that just yet. I still want to get further to buy a new Sedina from the Sedina store. And to do that... Man, Port Valveri's a far ways away. Incidentally, that's Malmouth up there. Big city. It's the first time in my life that I've ever wanted to go to a big city. There's a pathway. I knew there was a pathway. The map said so. Idiots. I've only been here in your lands for 2 days, and yet everyone I've met has tried to kill me. Except for that one guy, who I just threw into the portal. And I gotta go follow up on him. I saw the word crotch. Oh, Cratchmore's order. Oh, man, there's some long ones in here. Look at that. Sheesh. There have been some strange travelers about these parts recently. The inn is busy, more so than it should be this time of year. Not that you'll hear me complaining about that. A fair bit of extra coin has found its way to my pockets as of late, but the folk moving through these parts aren't like the ones we're used to seeing. There's been common folk from further south than Devil's Crossing, and groups of men and women moving about with strange new markings on their armor and clothes. We even had a fellow a couple weeks back claimed he came all the way south from the capital. Said he was a chief looking for work. I didn't have room for him, so I suggested he try in Burwich. It's not just people that are strange. There's been an uneasy feeling in the forest, as I'm sure you've noticed. I haven't seen nor heard a bird in more than a week. They're not real! I chalked it up to there being more people around, but no more than 3 days ago, Critch brought in a fresh kill. It was a big swamp buck, 10 pounds if I remember correctly. A kill like that usually brings in the vultures, but the dressings have been sitting out in the wood festering, and no sight of those hideous things. If it sits out much longer, it'll draw out Caraxes for sure. I swear that crusty old bastard has doubled in size and gotten twice as ugly since I last saw him. He's been up around the inn twice last year, stealing things. Supposedly even took a milk cow from Gretchen's stable. I shouldn't like to think what happened to that poor thing. Fire used to scare him off. Still does. You just need more of it. I speak from experience. But he seems to have become bolder as he's grown. Whoever finds that creature's lair is in for a right heap of useless junk and... Whoever finds that creature's lair is in for a right heap of useless junk and more crab than a man could eat in a lifetime. You've never met me before. If anyone should be eating that thing to be... If anyone should be eating that thing to begin with... Burp. In any case, there's business to be done, especially with all these folk moving about the countryside. If you've got the stones... If you've got the stores, I'd like to order 3 casks of Redmire Ale, 2 cases of Blackleaf, and 20 bottles of stone wine. Payment of delivery as usual, Cratchmore. Crotchmore. Okay, after reading a fantastic tale about some guy's crotch, what else is going on around here? Is that anything I could get into? That is. And I can't get over there. Obviously, I just go the other direction. Uh-huh. I don't see anything. How about here? Nah, I just busted your door for no reason. How about here? What? I can't even go in. Okay, fine. After eating a bunch of crab, anything else around here? What the hell are you? No. We need to go over how this works. I make a safety portal, and then you die in agony. Awesome. Thank you for cooperating. Shonagrai. Shamanistic acts comprising of various unidentifiable human and animal bones. Interesting attack speed, but I don't care. Man, look at all the damage types there. Vitality, Ether, Elemental, Bleeding, Burn, Frostburn, Electrocute, Vitality. The Butcher, the Baker, the Candlestick Maker. Well, I just up and killed your boss, so I don't know what you were expecting. Gaze of Prowess? Pierce resistance, and basically nothing else? There's resistances for pets. I was looking that up, because I was planning a build where I just make a shaman and an occultist, and then I just, like, max out the Briarthorn until I basically, have, like, this mega Briarthorn that can kill Ligorian by itself. Man, those are some fat slith. But anyway, I was planning a pet build, and I heard pets can get resistances of their own, which strikes me as a gigantic headache, because I can barely keep my own resistances up, and it doesn't even work all the time anyway. Let me go. Now. The Wendigo Gaze of Ow. The one... you gonna be there? There, thank you. Clear out of my real estate. 36 pierce resistance. See, the numbers are getting better, but the quantity of resistances on each thing is not so great. I guess that's why I need MIs. What's going on up here, though? Is it gonna loop around? Not really, but I didn't miss anything, apparently. Oh, I get it. I kill the plant, and then it makes an evil plant. So it's like Biolante. You're gonna Biolante out? Maybe they don't do it all the time. Man, if my poison resistance wasn't really high, I would be really not comfortable about this. Okay, let's go back there so I can loop the outermost perimeter and make sure I don't miss anything. Because I want the first time I go through someplace to be really, really, really thorough. And no, that's not a dirty joke. Hi. I have meat for the stew, but I offer bacon, and you guys just try to cut me. Inconsiderate. What the heck? Okay, I was walking wrong. I think we're about to the point where... Is that something I can hit? No, but that's something I can do. Alright. We got us a portal. Now let's go back real quick. And now with that portal up, I can just immediately teleport over there once I'm done checking out what's over here. Probably just more cannibals. And if so, they're going to be former cannibals. Anybody? I'm so proud of you guys. 10 seconds since you've last eaten a human being. I hope you can keep it up. Anything back here? No. How about up here? That's that direction. Nope, okay. Alright. Coven's Refuge. Finally, I'm gonna get a new Sedina! Yay! I can get out of this Fire Strike build. And switch my points over to the Flashbang, because I need the Flashbang a lot.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Uh-huh. Drop everything that isn't that one thing. If I drop this here, will it... Oh, okay. It just drops there anyway. Wonder what's the maximum I can have. Okay, everything else seems like a quest item.
Keep an eye on this.
What's up? Excuse me, but I'm quite busy. Who runs this place? Certainly not. You should speak to Sister Garadia before somebody mistakes you for a ghoul. Now leave me to my work. Which is... I'm sorry, is this sharing hour? Leave me to my work. Okay, so I'm not the only grump around here. Then again, they say this place is full of witches, so... What's up? Hope you're not planning to stay here, stranger. Well, I'm not, but... No harm will come to you here, so long as you do not seek it. But the Coven is no place for you, stranger. I don't need it. I'm making my own place. It's gonna have tons and tons of bacon. Hope you don't mind. Please, stranger, leave me to my thoughts. Fine. Oh, I would like that. Trista's diary. Who's Trista? And is it about as overwritten as everything else? It seems to be. This whole thing is still very strange to me. There are sisters here who have devoted their entire lives to study and craft, but I know nothing of such things. I have no skill with herb and vial, no knowledge of threads or their connections. I have no tales of the three or long sight. I cannot convene with the spirits, and yet here I am. I was drawn here like a fish to its spawning grounds. I have no idea why. I don't think any of the sisters know either. I've heard some of the elders speaking to me. There was no disdain in their voices, but they are at a loss for what purpose I have in this place. I've learned many things in my short time here, and despite my apparent lack of direction, I intend to absorb as much information as this place will give me. There's a great deal of history in this coven. I've overheard the eldest sister speaking of a time when it was first formed, a time when its members were fearless and driven by hunger for knowledge. They unveiled secrets hidden from mankind, learned of sources of immense power. The power of one, the power of two, and the power of many. Interesting. Together, they achieved things the rest of us dream of, but it came at a heavy price. Their hubris drew the ire of the three, and nothing was ever the same. My contemporaries speak of that time in hushed tones, but to be honest, I am envious of them. They must have felt such drive, such clarity of purpose. Is it truly so wrong to pursue lost knowledge? I will not rest until I have uncovered their secrets, until these places of power are once again within our grasp. The witch gods be damned, but I am walking among my sisters. I realize there are those among us who look upon the three with reverence. Through them, the gods retain their unbroken gaze upon this place and our actions. I must be discreet and unassuming. The mantle of an ill-directed, purposeless new recruit shall suit me well for now. So, in other words, a grifter. Okay, what else we got going on? You're just a human guard who is abnormally powerful and strong. Anything around here? Anything to break? No? Nothing to break? There's some weird architecture going on here. Oh, crap. And if I recall correctly, there's some weird witch that you gotta be really careful around because you can perma-screw yourself. Not particularly, no. Yeah, all sucks. I literally didn't spend anything. There's the Forgotten Gods guy. Alright, alright, I've been around this place there. Who runs it? Hello? Go up the ramp. Hey there, you look like a tough one. It's nice to see a fellow woman of action out here. I wonder what would happen if, you played as the guy. What's that supposed to mean? Well, my sisters don't have a lot of respect for those of us who abstain for the arcane in favor of getting into the thick of it and coated in blood. I'll have you know I can do both. I say a little magic is a good thing, but when it comes to it, nothing beats a big stick or a sharp blade. Or, I think something beats a sharp blade. 2 sharp blades. Think of all the bacon. Are you thinking about it? Anyway, what are you doing here? It's my job to keep Garadia safe, whether from humans, beasts, or the occasional spirit. And can you tell me if this coven has a Sedina? I'm looking for a new one, and I had to flush the last one. Well, I haven't been here long, so there isn't much I could tell you. Shortly following the Grim Dawn, I had a bad run-in with some bastards looking for easy pickings. Unfortunately for them, I didn't qualify. Unfortunately for me, there were 4 of them, and I didn't exactly make it out unscathed. Garadia found me alone and slowly dying to my injuries. She brought me here to tend to my wounds. When I was healed, she said I could stay here and train with the others. I owe her my life. And I always had a penchant for violence, so I suppose my role just came naturally to me. Could I interest you in bacon? I'm pretty sure I could interest you in bacon. You seem friendlier than the other ones I've spoken to, much friendlier than that dickhead Jarvis. I don't immediately assume every stranger is an enemy, though a healthy bit of skepticism helps these days. Don't mistake my demeanor for softness, though. Touch Garadia and you're a dead woman. Yeah, it's definitely coded to be different, whether you pick the man or the woman sprite. I think I've heard everything I need to know, and
Whatever
now
it is
for...
you think you're doing here, you are in the wrong place.
What the fuck is up with that spike armor? That... You're trying way too hard, lady. Anyway, whatever it is you think you're doing here, you're in the wrong place. Perhaps the heart of Caraxus will change your mind.
Interesting. It appears that perhaps we can be of use to each other after all. Very well. Speak. What brings you to our refuge?
I must find a way to Malmouth and find a lost friend. A cooking friend.
If you seek a path to Malmouth through the swamps, then I am afraid you are out of luck. The roads have all but collapsed, and even if you should somehow find your way out of the bog, the land beyond has been consumed by aether fire. Ancient passageways exist that could take you north, but they are not of this realm, and you will not like where they lead. Now, this friend of yours? What happened?
Ulgrim made an awesome stew. Got eaten by a... I'm not entirely sure what that was.
Ulgrim, you say? Oh, it would be a shame to lose such a legend. But if he was claimed by the Void, then... Perhaps this gives me an idea that will solve both your predicaments. But if we are to help with this, then I must ask for something more in return.
Yep.
What you ask will take me some time to prepare. But before I help you, there is something you must do for us. Deep within Ugdenbog, to the north of our refuge, there lies a village by the name of Barrowholm. I need you to travel there.
And what?
I care not for the village, only for what was stolen. We had crafted an Ugdenbog fetish within the swamp in order to protect ourselves from the wilderness. Recently, someone has tampered with it, tore off the head of the fetish, and ran off with it. I can still sense its waning power within the bog, and the only nearby settlement is Barrowholm. I do not care what you do. We must have it returned to us. Do this, and I shall give you the means to find Ulgrim, and perhaps even a way to Malmouth.
So we need to fix the witch's fetish. Okay. What's up here?
Let me clear your mind of regrets.
Thank God! Okay, let's liquidate this. Let's keep one in Fire Strike for obvious reasons.
Stay strong.
Now what I wanted to do, to see what this does. 22 energy cost, 30% slow for 30% slow target for 2.5 seconds, 33% chance to target fumble attacks for 5 seconds, 33% chance of impaired aim to target for 5 seconds. Then what was this doing? Flashbang, 10-meter radius, 50% chance of confused target, 250 reduced target's defensive ability for 6 seconds. Oh, so it was helping me kick ass. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. Now, 11867. It's not plussing me as much as it was. Oh, because all the points I put into Fire Strike. I getcha. I follow. That said, if I did that, increase the potency of Fire Strike with an explosive charge that inflicts additional harm upon nearby foes. I'll sleep on it, figure it out later. Still, only 33% chance for fumble and impaired aim. It's probably because it would be completely broken otherwise, considering I can do it every second. So, fine. It'll be fine, just like everything else. What's up? Greetings, outsider. I am told you are heading into Ugdenbog. brave of you. I was wondering if you could assist us with an important matter when you were out there. Yeah, what's up? Matron Her has been reaching out across Cairn, calling witches to gather here in relative safety. Once they arrive, their survival becomes my responsibility until they get accustomed to life in Ugdenbog. Most of that Her was able to communicate with have arrived, except for a few stragglers. It has been some time though, and we suspect that something has happened to our future sisters. If you find out yourself out in Ugdenbog, please look around. Okay. See if any of them have gotten lost or worse, captured by the roaming cannibals. Even though they are not yet under my care, I feel certain responsibility to their well-being, but I cannot simply leave the refuge. If you do this for me, I will see to it that you are aptly rewarded by some of our suppliers. I'll do what I can. They're dead. But I gotta find them anyway, and I believe somewhere around here is a witch that I gotta make sure doesn't die. Whispers from Beyond. As much as I would like to, I don't want it to be dark by the time this episode is done recording. Ah, the Traveler, your reputation precedes you. My reputation? You've heard of the Baconator? You better have. I freaking killed the Ligurian, so... Yes, the thread brings word of your deed in Devil's Crossing and beyond, but be careful that you are not caught in the spider's grasp. No. Don't give me this acolyte bullshit. Fair warning, all that is done here is seen and heard. You would be wise to tread carefully. Yeah, that's what Moggy said, and he kicked my ass, so fair enough. Where am I? This was once a place of gathering for beings of unfathomable power and great articulation skills, as it turns out. Now it serves as a lowly refuge for what remains of this coven. Isn't it dangerous? Indeed, a great deal of effort is spent protecting this place. You may see signs of our labor in the wards and traps that surround this coven. There are traps here? That explains a lot. What about my reputation? Yes, the thread brings word of your deeds in Devil's Crossing and beyond, but be careful that you are not caught in the spider's grasp. Yeah. In my defense, you didn't put a trap there, so... Okay, now I want to go out... and go stomping, and go finding of stuff. Now that I have a flashbang that isn't embarrassing. So, before I get too far, let's see, it's still better. A lot better. Still level 58. Didn't get very far in that respect. Something I wanted to check. Oh yeah, by the way, if you recall the video at the start of this, what Creed was trying to do was invoke the witch gods in order to actually try to get Ulgrim back and find a portal to get him back to the reality. He tried to invoke Soleil and Bismail. He did not try to invoke Dreeg, who is the third witch god. So, that's a little interesting. Maybe if he invoked all three, it would have gone much worse or much better. We don't know. Use this to reset your devotion points. Hello! Interesting. I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. Speaking of devotion points, Blind Sage. He also invoked Attack Seru. No, he was not saying Seru was an attack. Everybody makes that mistake. It's attack without a C. So, what's going on out here? I have a little time left in this episode. That is to say, it's like, Suck on my new flashbang. You done yet? Leaf Mane Trophy of Decay. What do I need a leaflet trophy for? Who the fuck is Leaflet? Leaflet Alpha Horn. A quest item, you don't say. More quest items. What about this Venom Gaze Bile? I don't know what that's supposed to do, but I'm gonna keep hugging the edge until I find something out. Lashing! Another Leaflet Alpha Horn. Oh, it's like that Manticore thing. I can only pick up one. Gotcha. I'm just gonna leave the rest all lying all over the place. Like with the Manticores. And everything else I've ran into. Oh, somebody tried to get me. I saw a gun. I don't care. Oh, but did you see? Baconator! Somebody else is around here. More crabs and more fat slith. Juvenile basilisk. Sadly, they're not old enough to drive. More Venom Gaze Bile, and more I can't pick up. Okay. I see something. You?
Have you come to pay your respects, mortal?
You again? Greetings, mortal. Your efforts to restore my shrine in Asterkarn have convinced me that you are the one I need. Will you assist me in an urgent matter threatening this region? Not right this second. Do you mind? I'll be back. Don't worry, Moggy. I am the chosen one. I am the Baconator. But right now I am Lana the Lost. Lana, hug her to the right. I wonder what it would look like if I actually beat Modrigan in that fight. Because I remember what that area is. It's something that, well, it's something that my my sorcerer had no problems clearing out whatsoever, because my sorcerer was a cheap ass running what you call it, ether ray. Essence of Ugdenbog. And that I can pick up. Okay, that must be crafting material. Oh, hey! Check out my new flash grenade, doofuses! Whoa, 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 whoa! Don't you know the rule? What are you doing? Stop it. No killing when I put down the safety portal. I thought I saw Lana Green's hand cannon. Of the boar. Damn it, I heard of the boar is supposed to be a good one. It's unlikely any of those will do anything. Huh. Cold poison bleed, you don't say. Sadly, that's not anything I really need. What I need are ether and chaos resistance. Venom launcher of corrosion. Hi! Any more? Okay, now that I have your attention, I'm looking for progress. What the heck? You're half invisible, just like those crabs. Okay, what's going on here? I want to make sure, I'm pretty sure I hit that top corner. I got scrap from the beer. Alright. I was correct to go back this way. Sup? More flashbangs! More flashbangs! More flashbangs! And Numa Numa, for good measure. Okay. Well, it survived. Oh, was beneath you cannot see what's taken but do. And
That skill's not ready.
all right. Are you gonna turn into an evil plant? A living ring of alacrity. Interesting. It would be neater if it had more pluses. More relevant ones, anyway. Let's go back up here, because last time I thought I hadn't gone up this corner enough. I found an entirely different area. Alright. See, it happened again. Ow, ghosts. You guys literally taste like nothing, and I'm not entirely sure you exist. Whoa. Ice types. Uh-huh. They nearly got me with some kind of DOT. Nearly. Oh, hey! Flash grenade. Keep it up. Goodbye. Eastern leg guards, as opposed to Western leg guards. Imperial Warhammer. Anchorite's head guard. 44% chaos resistance. You don't say. I'm gonna have to look into some of these, because some of them don't look ass. Now, eventually, I've got to hit a corner up here. But one of two things is going to happen. I'm going to hit a corner to this map, or I'm going to beat the game. One of those two. Okay. Here is... Boom, boom. What's this way? Slith? What do we got over here? More slith? But I don't give a slith. Okay, where is that? Mysteries of Ugdenbog. By decree of the Emperor of Mankind himself, I and my esteemed colleagues were set out into the wider empire and cataloged the flora and fauna of its vast domain. Little did I think of it at the time, but not all assignments are created equal, as much like people. As I write this from the dank and foreboding murk of Ugdenbog, outside the town of Burwich. In the 3 weeks since my arrival, I've already lost 2 of my escorts too, and I'm being dead serious here. Plants. Who wrote that line? Empyrean forsaken plants. I might add that my specialty has always been in the acute impact of arcane energies upon natural life, not on whether a particular vine is capable of dismembering a man in 2, while a large bloom consumes another of my team whole. If I were not weeks out from Erulon, I would have requested reassignment. The journey was not without merit, however, as I did observe some peculiar phenomena along the way. Oh, yeah, because man-eating plants, that's just regular stuff. Creatures that, while seemingly natural, did not exhibit the standard range of phenotypes one would expect from this region. Almost as if they've been plucked out from another place and relocated here within an instant. Most fascinating of all has been the talk of the camp for days now. A creature that locals have named that one, the Ancient of the Waters. Thus far, we've caught but a glimpse of one of its massive tentacles. Uh-oh, I don't like where this is going. I played enough hentai to know where this is going. I can only guess as to the full size of the beast, but it's enormous and quite unlike anything else found within the waters of Ugdenbog. Our journey has brought us to what I suspect is its underwater lair, and my inquisitor companion immediately began complaining of the headaches, much like those she's experienced when near heavy concentrations of eldritch magic. This, combined with its unusual appearance, leads me to conclude that this creature and others like it are eldritch in nature. But are these manifestations of the fickle playthings of the witch gods, or perhaps something else entirely? Which is code for... I hope your ethereal resistance doesn't suck. I have anything I can do about ethereal resistance. Wait a second, where's my belt? There's my belt. Huh, funny enough. Dropping the belt actually did drop my ethereal and poison resistance a little bit. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Den of the Ancient. I think I'm biting off a little more than I can chew. Because why? What's their hit points? Something over there, I can tell. Bloodscale Warrior, level 59. The tail, on the other hand, is just whatever. Huh. Well, they say fire types are weak to water types, but let's see how that works out. Because I only see bullshit types. Let me pass, stupids. Be right back. Get used to me dying in stupid ways. Uh-huh.
I can't open it.
Oh, this is getting a little hairy. That's bullshit. Okay, so I can't fight things in close combat. I did see, on the other hand, heal. Thank you. Numa Numa. Hey, I think I killed your cousin. Well, Matthias never raised a quitter. Okay, what do we got? Okay. Now maybe he did raise a quitter. I'm not gonna deal with that. And if you can believe it, if I had actually followed that Avatar Mogdragon, he would have taken me someplace even stupider. Well, I told you, I was gonna, like, hug to the right, and I was either gonna find the end of the game or a corner. I'm gonna treat that as a corner. I'm gonna go back up there, just to save myself the walk. And I'm going to leave the Ancient where he is. Goodbye. Keep the XP. It's my treat. Anyway, let's pretend that didn't happen. And kill something out of pettiness. I don't even know how I'm supposed to kill that thing. Yeah, see, things were so much easier for my sorcerer because, you know, Ether Ray is busted. Or at least I think it's busted. Because you can basically just, like, turn it on and just absolutely annihilate everything that's in front of you. Or die. Either way, we'll know. Okay. Maybe if I hit the flashbang button and not the blade barrier button, I could get somewhere. Because I think I'm pretty close to someplace anyway. I'm taking that very close to Baconator. So what's here? Big dude. And okay, we doing all right? Another Leafit Alpha Horn. Getting a good amount of other crafting materials, though. That's nice. All right. Another portal. Where am I close to now? This is Ashes of Malmouth, right? Not Ashes of me burning down, like, Karen's answer to Vietnam. Right, just checking.
I can't do that yet.
Sure you can. You can do anything you set your mind to, except killing Mogdragon, or that big fat water Ligurian. But everything else you can do. Except cross that. Oh, this is the witch hut. I remember this. I don't remember what made it really stupid crazy and the kind of point of no return but ow. So it does have ether burning in it. I'm not sure I want to be here. What's up?
I don't know who you are, but please leave.
Okay. Good talk. Lunatic. That does something. I think you're supposed to keep her alive. Something can permakill her. And you don't want that to happen. I think. I'm pretty sure you don't want her to get permakilled. A cave. Keep running around the edge. See what else I can find. And get them. Venom Gaze Bio, which I can't pick up. Girdle of the Wolf, which... Pierce Vitality... Acid converted to physical. Ah! That's interesting. Not as interesting as 20 Ether and 21 Chaos Resistance, respectively, on the same belt. But interesting nonetheless. Because eventually I'm going to get somewhere. Let's try that cave out real quick. See how it goes. So much for the Guardians of the Cave. Hey, killed your secretaries. What's up? Ow, stop it. No evil deading Lana. Okay. Keep blinding him, or keep throwing blind grenades until it sticks. Uh-huh. One of you turned evil and one did not. Interesting experiment. Uh-oh. I panicked and hit literally every button I could reach. Oh! That was on me. I didn't make the safety portal. Oh, I did make the safety portal. I didn't make it in the right place, but I did make the portal. Because I'm pretty close to where I was. Because the cave's right over here, isn't it?
I can't do that yet.
Lana's trying to warn me. Ow. Numa Numa. Please, Numa Numa. No. Numa Numa, don't drop your pants. Don't take that out of context. Okay. Up here. Where we've got some problem golems. No, 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 no. Numa Numa. Figure it out. Some of these are getting big. Bigger than me. Numa Numa until we sort it out, and then, aha! Yeah, go away.
That skill's not good.
Now, for down. Stop it. My body. Ah. There, that's all I wanted, stupids. Now what's it going to? Around here? Another safety portal. Okay, anybody turn to evil brush?
That skill's not good.
Okay, still good. Still good? That one threw out a lot of damage, but I'll be fine. It made evil plant. It also made evil plant. And it hid this. Let's knock it off. Okay. Anything fun? 41 poison acid resistance, if I cared about that. Plus 15 acid, 13 bleed. What am I gonna find in here? Besides things not actually getting blinded when I throw the blind grenade at them. Okay. How about over here? Uh-oh. I know a point of no return when I see one. Uh-huh. There are a bunch of plants that don't want me here. Uh-huh. But if I just tank you out, I should survive this. I think I'm beyond your ability to hit me. Plus, instead of just bonking you with the grenades, everybody else is going to fall victim to the grenades in the meantime until I chew through you. Fuck that affix. Of course it's spines. Of course it would be spines. I hate of spines. It's such a useless affix. Ow, stop it. What was the point of any of that? I'm not entirely sure. That said, we're gonna make something of all this gear that I'm finding. And then I'm gonna have Malmouth armor. Then I'll be able to go back and wedge the roguelike dungeons that I couldn't get through before. But as I quest around, trying to get myself more meta, always be yourself until it stops being meta.